What's up, you guys? Caitlin Tana here with the point of change. Straight up rolled out of bed. How's everybody doing today? I'm still waking up. I hope y'all are a little bit more rested than me today. That is a shout. I'm gonna let everybody get here. And I thought it was funny. How Matt was talking about how I've picked up a bunch of his mannerisms. We are becoming one. That's quite funny. Well, good morning, everybody. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day so far. Hello, Paul. How you doing this morning? He says, good morning, Caitlin and recovery family from Quincy, Washington. Washington is just gorgeous. Well, Paul, you get to see me take my braids out this morning because I have straight up been awake for like 10 minutes. Got the dogs out and fed, and here I am. Good morning. It is interesting, the mood shift coming here and doing this, especially after only being awake for 10 minutes. Because if I did not have to be here right now, my ass might still be in bed. And if it wasn't still in bed, it'd be moving really, really slow. So that's for sure. Good morning, everybody else that's coming on in here. Throw up some likes and some loves and hit those emojis and that share button. I don't remember the whole spiel. I don't remember the whole spiel. That's okay though. This is random tidbits with Caitlin this week. So hello. Hope everyone's doing amazing this morning. Sue Wetlock, how you doing? Yup. You freaking rock, man. Remember that. That was a good little reminder right there for me because I'm here. Woo! So I'm sure you guys can imagine I don't have another topic for today because I'm just waking up. And yesterday, I got home from work at like 1:30 in the morning, and I decided just to stay awake because I knew that Matt would be getting up around like 2:30 or 3, and I wanted to make sure I spent some awake time with him before him going off to work. Because I knew that he was definitely struggling with sleeping last night. Because talk about a transition. But yeah, so he was struggling last night to wow, this is like really bright. Hold on, what happens when I do this? I kind of like that better. What do you guys think? Do you like this better? Or blinded by the light? Yep, that just made my decision right there. But yeah, Matt was really struggling to sleep last night, so I decided to stay awake and get the dishes done and try to make it a little bit easier of a transition on him this morning for going to work, and instead of me going to bed and not really getting to see him. Good morning. How y'all doing? Doc Kinko. Hey, Kinko, how you doing, man? John. Hey, John. John's an old roommate of mine, you guys. John, is a great. I never learned how to say your last name, John. Yausman. Yoesman. Yep, that's my attempt. um, Brandy Conklin. Hey, good morning, Caitlin, Patricia, Tana, and the Point of James family. Yeah, good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing so good. So good. Timmy Brooks. Hello, Belinda. Hello, Belinda. Oh my goodness. Karen Cooney, how you doing? Let's see here. I wish I could have my phone like up in the thing over here. Ooh, wait, you know what? I should just go with the comments over here today, huh? That's what I should do. I just gave myself some hearts. That's what I did. Oh my goodness. Yep, so here I am. Been awake for almost 20 minutes now. So you guys are watching me get the brain and the hamsters spinning. Oh, Michael McNeil. I realized I was calling you Micah throughout the live yesterday. And then I watched part of Matt's recap on watching my live from yesterday. And I was like, oh, Matt is totally calling him Michael, and I called him Micah. So what's up, Michael? I don't know if you picked up on that, but that totally happened yesterday. Good morning, and things are going great. How are things for you? Hope you're doing good. Tammy, hey girl, how you doing? I'm doing good. Jessica Chandler, howdy. I like the lighting, very calm vibes. Thank you. This I assume you mean this, because this was intense. This, like, you can see the bags and everything. Everything. Oh my goodness. And when I yawn, my eyes just water like crazy. So we're just gonna hide all that. We're just gonna go like this for this live. Hello, everybody. Wow. Oh my goodness. Linda, hello. Josh and Lori Mutimer, how you doing? Matt Holzman, guest hosting suits you. Thank you. Yeah, I've definitely thought. I totally got thrown off because the Point of Change, Matt Jablonski, is in here commenting on this video, and that's pretty cute because he's all like, you're amazing, baby. Thank you for the pep talk this morning. Today is still rough, but I'm taking lots of notes. Woo! You got this, Matt Jablonski. Yep. I'm so happy I was able to give you a pep talk this morning and be awake and be here for you. That is a show. But yeah, Matt, thank you for saying that guest hosting suits me. Like, I would always kind of, well, no, definitely not always, but I do have a desire to talk and share my story and my perspective, because growing up as a kid, it was very much speak when spoken to, and on one side of my family. And the other side was very, like, one side of my family was like very loving and caring. I mean, everybody was loving and caring, but there was definitely a very strict, it was very strict on my dad's side of the family in comparison to my mom's. And mainly in my younger days, when I was a child and when my dad was still around, things were pretty strict. So I very much didn't develop my own opinion or like my own, come on, brain, wake it up, brain, wake it up. Yeah, so it's awesome to have my own opinion these days and be able to share my perspective and everything, because I didn't for like 20 years. And I'm going to be 28 here in less than a month. And it's awesome that I have found my own voice, and it's something that I'm continuously fine-tuning on the daily. So yeah, that's thank you. Belinda, you and Maddie react to my name. The way you and Maddie react to my name cracks me up. I honestly do it because he does, and there's just you've made a name for yourself, Belinda. You're a troublemaker. uh, Michael, yes, LOL, it's all good. Okay. I'm sure like the first time you heard it, you're probably like, she's talking to me, or is there a Micah in here? And then I was thinking about it, and I think Micah would be like Micha. Micah, maybe. Yeah. I spell everything how it sounds, not how it's supposed to be spelled. Oh my goodness. Brandy Conklin, have a great day, Matt Jablonski. Yeah, everybody throw up all sorts of hearts for Matt if he's still in here. And, send up some prayers. Hope that he has an awesome day. And, yeah, because what he's doing ain't no small feat. I'll tell you what. Mm-hmm. Jessica Chandler, you just say yawn and I yawn. Hey dude, I almost yawned again just by reading that part of your sentence. But I had to set an alarm to catch the live. I definitely should have gave myself more than 5 minutes to fully wake. Oh yeah, me too. So my goal today was to be up by 9 a.m. but I didn't go to bed till 4 a.m. So I got just over 5 hours, almost 6 hours of sleep by staying in bed till 9:50. Thankfully, I had that last alarm clock set because Matt taught me that I can have my alarm clocks say stuff to me. So like the one that went off at I think it was 9 or 9:30. It was like thank you God, hallelujah. And I was like repeated it out loud. I was like, thank you God, hallelujah. I'm gonna just stay here just like one more minute, okay? All right. And so I had one that went off at 9:50 and it was like, let's roll. And I was like, damn it, let's roll. I gotta go do this live. Gotta get up. So it's hard sometimes. I remember working jobs in being first shift jobs, and because morning hours have been something I've always struggled with. And like last winter when I worked on a horse farm, pardon me. Hold on. I'm gonna remove you guys and blow my nose. So you guys don't have to hear it like Matt does to you guys. Oh, you know what? This thing's not even plugged in. I'm over here thinking I'm fancy, using it. Jeepers creepers. Well, I heard that yesterday I had some weird buzzing going on, and then last night there was some crazy echoing throughout Matt's recap. So how's the sound doing today? Shelby, how you doing? It's like this, yo, man's. Oh my god. Sorry. So ever since we had COVID, I have just still had like a bit of a congestion. I'm not like I don't feel sick anymore, but it's almost like if I have allergies or something. Who knows? Maybe I do have allergies, but no. Ever since COVID, I've had like this little tickle in my throat. It kind of sucks sometimes. Going down on the comments. Deborah Ramirez, good morning. Much love and big hugs. Yeah, definitely. I usually always say much love, good or big hugs and good vibes sent all around. Jessica Chandler. Praying for you, Maddie. You got this. Those steps to the top isn't always easy, but worth the work you put forth. Most definitely. And I think it can be really hard to remember sometimes that we are in a major, it's not hard to forget, but the mindset changes on the fact that we are in major season of change in our life. Whoa, season of change, man, just continuously going, and like I was saying to Matt this morning that this is, you're starting to feel a bit of the burden that is coming with the blessing. This is what he's doing right now. It's not easy, and it's not for the lighthearted and everything. It's crazy, man. Just talk about a complete full-on switch on everything that he's doing, especially when it comes to the hours in which he's doing it. Joseph B. Jora Lemon. That's your new name. If that's not it, you guys are awesome. You're awesome because your last name's Jora Lemon. It's like you're calling somebody a lemon. Anyways, okay. Brian Woodland, good morning, family and friends. Good morning, Brian Woodland. Sue Wetlock, my baby girl will be 28, September 6th. I have kids you and Maddie's age, so I'm the old one here, but my kids think I'm still young. Oh, to be young at heart is a beautiful thing. I know plenty of people. I honestly like the people I love hanging out with are all older than me because you guys have seen some stuff and you have a different perspective. And I think anyone that has a wider, broader perspective is someone beautiful to sit down and have an open-minded conversation with. Brandy Conklin, age is only a number. I can see you are young at heart, said with love to you and Callie. I'm assuming you're responding to Sue there, but yeah, honestly, I've always said that age is but a number, and I've heard that about myself too because I've definitely learned and realized a lot of things at a fairly young age and been able to implement them at a younger age, and I'm very, very thankful for that. Lynette Hurst, good morning. Brandy, Belinda Moore. Laugh my ass off, not even plugged in. Oh yeah, I know, right? I was like, what the fuck? That's what I get for not being awake yet. Oh my goodness. I came running in here and I was like getting it going. I was like, damn it, it's 10:01. So close. Awesome. Glad it sounds good. Thank you. Thanks guys for letting me know it sounds great. And yeah, thanks for showing up for me again today. I know it's we're not gonna get, I don't know, maybe we'll get super knowledgeable about some stuff like Matt does, but it's definitely a free flowing kind of week, and just to bring you guys a different vibe and into the everything. And yeah, here we are rocking this week out together. I know Matt gave y'all a challenge to try and keep me here for an hour. And I know yesterday I went 40 minutes, and I can understand and see how it'd be very easy to hang out here for an hour and just kind of talk and let some stuff out and hang out with you guys. For sure, you guys are a fun crowd. But I feel like for me personally, when I come across hour-long videos, I don't usually watch them. When it comes to Matt, I really would love to, but I also am not that much on Facebook, so it's very different for me because I feel like I'm on Instagram. I am, you guys. I scroll and I just watch fucking 20-30 minute clips. But if I want to watch a video, it's usually on YouTube and it's like Oprah Winfrey, or something along the lines of that. And sometimes I feel bad to be like, I watch motivational speakers on like the regular in the morning. I just like throw on my headphones and I don't watch them. I just listen to them. And then hear my boyfriend, my man, my everything for the rest of my life as a motivational speaker. And I don't show up on the regular to watch his videos. Like one thing Matt said too is like, it's almost like he's too close to the situation. Like, yes, he plants beautiful seeds with a lot of the things that I hear from him. But it's always nice to have like an outer perspective, because it's like, I feel like a lot of the stuff he comes and talks here with you guys about, him and I have been able to talk about one-on-one as well. So, but yeah. Who know I got there? Lynette Hurst, I'm sneaking on while at work. Ah, you're awesome, Lynette. Throw some hearts for Lynette, you guys. You be safe though. Some places are sticklers about being on your phone and stuff. And I was at the juice bar yesterday after doing the live with you guys, and they were talking about some stuff there, and I remember I was like, oh, you guys know that there's like all the construction men out over here because they're redoing this building right here in Whitewater, and it's not even a block away from Revamp, the nutrition store. And it was like, you guys could like go out there with like little banners and be like, come get free samples or something, and she was like, oh my goodness, that's awesome. And the one other worker person that was there was like, nah, man, fuck the union and this shit. And like, I was like, whoa, no, human is human, okay? Whatever anyone decides to do in their life is their profession, but that does not take away from the fact that they are human and they deserve to be treated with kindness no matter what avenue of work that they take. Like, and that is such, like, I loved how fired up I got about it, because I just like this compassion that is truly awakening for people, that we are all human and we all deserve to be treated with kindness no matter what we've been through, what we've done. Like, God forgives all, and I definitely want to walk more in the ways of Jesus and of God, with like giving that kindness and everything. And so yeah, be kind, everybody. Brandy Conklin, my mom tested positive for COVID. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry to hear that, Brandy. I will definitely have your mama and you and everyone in your family in my prayers. And everyone send up some hearts and some prayers for Brandy there, and pray for a speedy recovery for your mama, and that it's not a long-lasting thing. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. See, Shelby, I love that. So John and Shelby, are you guys watching on separate screens right now, or have you jumped to watching on one screen? How y'all doing this morning? Hope you're doing good. I'll have to get out and do some stuff this summer. Maybe get out on like a horseback riding trail with the kiddos or something, or out for a picnic in the park. Shelby, we miss you. Proud of you and Matt and Miss Bodie. Oh, Bodie misses everyone that he's ever met. He loves people so much. Ooh. Ooh. So now you guys got to hear my high-pitched squeal sneeze. That happened. Belinda Moore. Sue Wetlock, I'm right there with you. My daughter turned 28 in December. My son will be 27 in March. I'm still full of shenanigans, though. I think that creates a beautiful family space when like the parents can be full of shenanigans and have fun and almost be the same age as the kids at heart, you know. That it's not just this, you grow older and you just get grumpy, you know. I think it's beautiful to stay lighthearted and playful energy. That is for sure. Belinda laughed my fucking ass off. Oh, I love you, Caitlin. How did I say it? Jura Lemon. Oh my goodness, dead. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Anyways, the English language sometimes and my tongue do not get along. Mm. And since we're all like talking about age and stuff in here too, it's like, you know, and I'm sure like we all have very similar stories to this, but when I was 21 and I had my like birthday party shenanigans at the bowling alley. And I went up to the bar and I was getting a drink. And this one gal, she was standing right next to me. I can still kind of see her face and everything. Only time I've ever met this person. She looks at me and she's like, "You turned 21 today?" I was like, "Yeah, a few days ago already." She's like, "You're going to blink, and before you know it, you're almost going to be 30. It and I didn't think much of it. Last night when Matt did the recap of my video calling me out on not drinking my water, that fucker. He's totally got a point though. But yeah, she looked at me and but he told me that I was gonna blink and I was almost gonna be 30. And I blinked. I fucking blinked, you guys. Like, holy shit. The years go faster and faster. And I'm definitely learning to appreciate the time more. And I mean, like, I've done so much since I was 21. When I was 22, I headed west. Actually, when I was 21, in May, my grandma and I flew to Washington. And because my mom was like, "Hey, you got to go take my spot," because she couldn't get off work, and she felt I really needed to get out of Illinois for a bit, which I did. I'm so thankful that my mom let me take her spot to go to Washington with my grandma and meet up with my aunt and uncle out there in Seattle and drive up to the Howe Valley in Twispen, Winthrop, and Winthrop in the Howe Valley, 4 hours east-west of Seattle. And she was like, "When you're there, you have to go for a ride at JD Outfitters or I'm going to kick your ass." And I was like, "Whoa, all right, go for a ride." And so I went on this cowboy cookout dinner ride, which was like a 35-minute ride out into the wilderness in the mountains. And then they had this whole little thing set up out there. And we had a beautiful cowboy cookout dinner. And then we ride back to the stables. And you're out on for about almost 4 to 5 hours doing all this. And I had my uncle drop me off early at the stables, and I just headed off with the owner, Deborah Sherrock, and everyone calls her Red. And we swapped emails. And that summer, I came home and had all sorts of shenanigans. A lot of like crazy fun events for that my last summer there. And the following year, in May, when I was 22, my grandma and I, well, because after swapping emails with Deb, but we we emailed back and forth throughout that whole summer. It was like a crazy summer for wildfires out there in Washington, first time in a few years. And she offered me a job, and I was to start the following summer. And I was like, yeah, potentially 50 horses as my coworkers. I am so down with it. And so my grandma and I road tripped out to Washington, and we took 7 days, and it was 7 days, and it was so cool. Like, we drove up through South Dakota and stopped in the Badlands and hiked around that area together, and we got to go up through Yellowstone and Montana up into Washington, and it was just life-changing. Having a week in that car on the road with my grandma is the most precious memory that I will hold so dear forever. Grandma was probably my first real friend in the family, like the one where I can turn to grandma. We can just bullshit and talk about anything, and I love it. I love it so much. I've created such a friendship with my grandmother, and I am so thankful to be able to have taken that road trip with her, and the memories and all the different stories she told me about growing up in Chicago, and hanging out on the rooftops and stuff, and there was like a 12 or 14 year difference between her and my grandfather being older. And just 7 year difference between Matt and I. But yeah, that's a beautiful and precious memory. And how did I get on this subject? I don't remember, but anyways, Curtis Nelson, good morning, my friend. How are you doing? He says, see, people can be a certain age, but they can have old souls. Most definitely. Oh, my goodness. The more I talk, the more like phlegminess is happening in my nose. It's so gross, you guys. Oh my goodness. Jessica Chandler, I feel like you're only as old as you feel. My mind is 16 in a while, but my body is in its late 80s at least. Oh, for sure, right? Honestly, the more I do yoga and the more I take care of myself the way I know I should, like with drinking water and stuff, the younger my body begins to feel. But sorry, I need to get that stretch out. This seat gets so warm, you guys. You guys like my Deadpool pants? These used to be Matt's. Used to be. Now they're mine. Oh, they're super soft and comfy. Shelby, John teaches me all the time. It's nice to have a conversation with someone who has seen more than I have. John and I are 20 years apart in age, soulmate. God is growing you well. I'm so proud of what you and Matt are doing. God moves so well in our seasons. Amen. 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 Thank you, Shelby. But yes, it's beautiful to have somebody that you can conversate with. I mean, Matt really helped me open up my eyes and realize a lot of things where the toxicity of addiction had affected my life, and kind of really helped me learn how to cope and move on through some of that stuff, instead of just kind of like suppressing and bearing it down. Like, I've been working on myself, since I was 22 when I went to Washington, man. Like, talk about life-opening experience, moving to the top of the mountain with 50 horses into a tiny little trailer with a smaller than a twin bed where my feet hit the wall and my head touched the other wall for a whole summer, and I wouldn't have changed it for the world. And I had my own little, like, it was like you walked in and here's the bed and here's this little booth and a closet straight in front of you. And that was it. And there's no running water. When I had to use the bathroom, I had to run out and across the parking lot to the barn. So it was a really life-changing experience. You know, certain mornings I would wake up. I'd wake up out there and the sun would just be coming up. And as the sun was coming up, but all the, like, I don't know if any of y'all have ever been up on top of a mountain and the clouds are below you. And that's how it was. We were up on the mountain. That's where we lived, up on top of the mountain. You could look down into the valley. And a few mornings, actually, I woke up and it was like we were on the highest mountain peak ever. And I'm just looking out and it's just nothing but a blanket of clouds. And as the sun rised, so did the clouds. So, like, we were above them and then we were all within the clouds, which is like the most beautiful sight in the world when you're surrounded by mountains and then you're in the clouds and there's horses everywhere. Wow. Just awe, that's for sure. And yeah, and watching the sunrise come up like that is just gorgeous. I tell you what, some life-changing stuff. Belinda, I love my YouTube. You know, I have never watched Maddie's Facebook Live that's also on YouTube. How is it over there, Belinda? How is it over there? Okay. Joseph Jera Lemon. Oh my god. You guys give the unconditional love that people don't give anymore. But I think we're lights to awaken the unconditional love in others. And it's a beautiful thing to wake people up to. And it's not something that we do perfectly all the time, but it's the kind of shit that changes the world. And I want to continue to work on this all the time, to be able to give this good energy to people. Let's see. Feel it. Brandy, I have to keep an eye on symptoms because I hugged my mom like a couple days before. Yep, definitely keep an eye on yourself for some symptoms and just take, proactive action at it, and, drink some teas and honeys, get some extra citrus and, vitamins in your system, and, maybe we were taking elderberries, which is really good for the immune system and stuff. Jessica Chandler, Caitlin, I find you to be very inspirational and I love your outlook on a lot of things. What is one thing within yourself that makes you genuinely happy? One thing within myself that makes me genuinely happy. I would have to say that's a great question, Jessica. That is a great question. What is one thing inside of myself that makes me genuinely happy? Well, for years, nothing did. I'd have to say my stubbornness, honestly. My stubbornness to continuously want to push for something more than what it's been. That stubbornness has allowed me to wake up to the fact that the way I was living before was not okay. And my stubbornness can get me into trouble sometimes. But I think it helped awaken me. And I wouldn't change that part of me, because it's, I think, really helped me to allow me to find my voice. So yeah, good question. Thank you. Yeah. Any questions, you guys? Throw them up in the comments, because that's kind of what we're doing today. Not too much of a message, just random tidbits as we go along, and I read comments from you guys. Because, only 20 more minutes and we hit the hour mark. Matt will be so proud, okay? John, we switched to one screen. Right on. Let's see. Brandy, I sneeze like that too. Oh my gosh. There's sometimes, I can't believe how high pitch it gets. It's a scream and sneeze sometimes. Curtis Nelson, Caitlin, what I wouldn't give to be 21 again. I used to say that all the time, what I wouldn't give to be 22 and back up on that mountaintop and just really be able to take that whole experience of being a Wrangler and I used to say I wouldn't want to change any of it, and then there's been times where I've been like, I would totally change some things, and I don't think I could go back and relive it, because I know I would change some things and I wouldn't end up right here where I am today. And I love where I am right here today, and I'm so excited about where I'm going, even though I don't fully have an idea of where that is. I have an idea of what I want to do and how I want to contribute to this world and everything. But if I had done anything different, I'd be different. And I love who I am today, and I'm very happy that I can say that. That's for sure. Belinda, I just chuckled like a crazy person on the water issue. Oh my goodness, I'm far back on comments, aren't I? Well, not too far back. I'm just slowly going along, but yeah. Water. Belinda, will oh my goodness. Well, I partied like I was 21 from age 12 to 20. My firstborn was barely 2 weeks old when I turned 21. Yes, it was clean during pregnancy. Actually, I found out I was pregnant because weed made me super nauseous. Couldn't even stand the smell. Wow. I can't even I've had quite a few friends that have had kids and everything, and kind of like a godmother to two amazing little boys. But the changes a woman's body goes through during pregnancy and everything, everything changes. It's crazy. Some of y'all women turn into different women when you're pregnant. My one girlfriend, Kayla, man, she was so lovey-dovey and wanted to snack on everything all the time during her first pregnancy. Her second pregnancy was a rough one, that's for sure. I remember she just loved pickles wrapped in anything that was great for her. Some weird ass cravings that I've heard of. And I know Matt and I don't talk about kids much, and we don't know what's going to happen in that department. But as a woman, of course, part of me really I want that, but not anytime soon. But part of me definitely, I want to be a mama, for sure. But that might just be a farm animal mama. Because the idea of raising another human and making decisions for it and having to put it through school, and now everything with COVID, you mamas and parents do not have it easy. You have the task of raising another human being to go out there and create greatness in this world, and that is no small feat. You guys have so many hard decisions to make on the regular that aren't only decisions to make for yourself, but you have to make them for another human. Plus, like, it's whole own like schedule sometimes, like with kids and sports and all that stuff. So you guys are super awesome and powerful and way to push through it, because that is the biggest part that scares me about being a parent, is making those decisions. School is a big one for me, because I don't know if I would want to like homeschool. I think I would for a few years, or if I want to put them in school. I don't know. All that's terrifying, and that's why we're not having kids anytime soon. Oh man. Pam, good morning. How are you doing? Belinda, gotta run. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Hubby in a cath lab getting more. I just like whispered that whole comment. But nevertheless, Belinda, have a wonderful day, and good luck with whatever's going on with your hubby in the lab. Curtis Nelson, I'm okay, just trying to figure out what shenanigans I can get into today. Well, whatever they are, I hope that they're positive and uplifting, and that you have a great day, Curtis, for sure. Angie Sheets, good morning. How are you? Oh, wow, this seat is just too warm. I don't know how he does this, you guys. Wow. They sit here for a whole hour. His seat's so hot. It's just leather. It doesn't breathe. It doesn't breathe at all. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Brandy Conklin. Now that you say that, I was stubborn a lot too, and still kind of am. I always thought that was a character defect, but whoa, thanks for that point of view. There's you're very welcome. I'm glad I could change your perspective on that. And like that's one thing I've always, said, cuz like you can have this speck. Let's use this right here. Boop. Look at this speck right here. It's a big old shiny one. We each have completely different perspectives of it, from whatever angle that you look at. And that's why I love talking to people, because you get to learn about their perspectives and the way that they see the world. And I think a big part of like take what you need and leave what you don't is a beautiful thing to learn from, like just like different traits and different ways that people look at things throughout life. And yeah, so I'm really happy that I could change your thoughts on being stubborn, that it's not a defect, that being stubborn it's gotten me through some really hard times, and allowed me to come out stronger on the other end. Yeah, but definitely embrace who you are and all the things that you think are flaws and all of that. Embrace it. Sabrina, I am having a hard day because my brother passed away yesterday. Oh, my heart is with you, Sabrina. My heart is so with you. You're in my thoughts and my prayers. You can throw up some hearts. Anyone, let her know that we're here for you. I'm so sorry to hear that. It is to lose a family member. It's hard. And I can't imagine losing my brothers. That's such a... it's hard. It really is. And there's not much you can say, but other than just sit there in the the pain of that. And, that's changes a lot of things. And I'm sorry that for your loss. You'll definitely be in my thoughts and my prayers today. Your whole family will be. And I pray it was peaceful. So I hope that you find some peace in today, and maybe you can smile at some memories. Yeah. Oh, that's a heavy heart, that's for sure. Yeah. Angie Sheets, I'm sorry to hear that, sending prayers. Yeah, definitely. You're in a lot of our prayers today, that's for sure, Sabrina. Angie, you two would be great parents. There's no doubt about the fact that we would be great parents. But that's terrifying. That is so terrifying. It really is. Lynette, my other half got symptoms carving when I was. Wait, my other half got symptom cravings when I was pregnant with my youngest. Oh, yeah? I've seen that before. Well, my one friend, he was like, when she eats, I eat. We're in this together. We're growing our fupas. I was like, you guys are great. Oh, man. Jessica Chandler, my pregnancy was weird. I didn't have any cravings. My old man, on the other hand, craved vinegar all the time. What? You take like shots of vinegar? Gross! Or do you just eat a bunch of pickles? I mean, there's other ways to have vinegar, but those are like the two main ones that come to mind. Angie, having kids is so hard, but oh my gosh, it's so rewarding. And later in life, my biggest drawback for having kids or anything like that right now is just I am working so hard to get on the path of where I want to be, mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, and not in that order. Spirituality is definitely what's coming first, and growing my faith and my love in Christ, and then working on all those other things. And I truly want to be set up and ready to have a kid. I'm so thankful that throughout my life and that I don't have a kid yet, because I wouldn't be where I'm at today on my personal mental journey. And I know that I still got quite some ways to go. So yeah, I definitely I want to make sure that I'm fully solid and sane before bringing another person into this world. So I always figured, honestly, by the time I was in my 30s, I might be having a kid, but Matt's all worried about being in his late 30s and having a kid. But hey, age is but a number, man. Break the stigmas on having kids later in life. Live your life. Be a kid. An adult. Then have kids. That's my personal perspective. I ain't bashing nobody that's had kids at a younger age. To each their own. But I'm thankful that I got that option right now going for myself. Brandy, my second pregnancy, I had no contractions till after my water broke, and I had him 2 hours later. Yeah, and that whole thing, giving birth, ow, that looks terrifying. My mom was pregnant with twins. If y'all don't know, I'm a twin. I have a twin brother, and I was born normally, and he was a C-section because the umbilical cord had gotten wrapped around his neck. So my mom didn't just push a baby out. She also got sliced open and had the other baby pulled out of her all in one session. Like, that's fucking crazy to me. Also, my mom said if she didn't see me, she wouldn't have believed I was hers. Because I look like a little Mexican baby, apparently. Because I came out fat and yellow with a full head of hair, and my twin brother came out blue and anemic and less hair than I. And that's because I stole all the food in the womb. So, yeah, and to have twins, like, that's crazy. Like, and we were on different sleep schedules. I feel so bad for my mom. Like, when one of us was up, the other one was down, and vice versa, and like having to breastfeed both babies and stuff. Like, she is a trooper. Honestly, my mom is an incredible woman. I'm so thankful to have her in my life. Jessica, yep, not butt pickles though. Salt and vinegar chips, basically anything with vinegar. Oh my goodness, Lynette. Or Jessica. This thing is so weird. It's so weird, you guys. This pickle butt recovery. Oh my goodness. I mean, if it works, work it. But that's such a weird concept. Like, the shit Matt comes up with sometimes. Holy smokes. Angie, both of my kids are grown now. We are on 2 grandkids. Our grandson is our whole world. He changed our whole life. Aw, that's beautiful. See, other people's kids can change your whole life. That's why I like the idea of being a godmother or just a badass aunt. And then we can just have our whole farm and not worry about putting nobody through school, and we just worry about feeding our farm. Yeah. But definitely want to be able to share that with more than just Matt and I. Maybe some kids someday. Maybe. We'll see. My uncle's last child was in his 60s when his youngest son was born. What? No. Jessica Chandler. The main thing I was scared about when having kids was pushing it out. That scared the hell out of me. Luckily, both of my kids were C-sections and I didn't have to push. But C-sections are so scary too. All of it's terrifying. You're growing a human inside of you. That's fucking crazy, man. Like, it's so crazy to me when you actually think about the human race and how we all got here. It's freaking crazy. I mean, it's life, it's how it works, I get that, birds and the bees, but whoa. It's you grow a human inside of you. Like, we are such like intellectual, incredibly knowledgeable, beautiful beings, and great other ones, and women, like, holy shit, we are the vessels for that. So that's no small feat. All right, Curtis. I feel like we probably only have women here now because we're talking about pregnancy and kids and stuff. But Curtis Nelson, how you doing? You're sticking it out with us, ladies. And he says, and we're all getting our daily dose of pickles right now. Yep, there was your daily dose of the pickle butt recovery right there. And tell you what, so it's pretty gloomy today. It's supposed to start raining. It's like 50 degrees out there, which is awesome. And woo! We hit the 1 hour mark, you guys. And it's 50 degrees outside. And my ass is on fire in this chair. So we're going to be wrapping it up here pretty soon. If anyone has any last comments or questions. But Brady says, yay! Was the yay to everything I just said? Or was it to the daily dose of pickles? Angie, we are under a wind advisory today. It's crazy out there. Yeah, the weather change, it's Mother Nature. She's so powerful and beautiful. I am, before coming back to God, Mother Nature, Pachamama was the one I turned to. Kind of more in a native sense, I would turn to Mother Earth as my Almighty One. And now I know my Almighty One is the one that created Mother Earth. So, it, but yeah, the weather is looking gorgeous out there. Let me get some light up in here. He just doesn't even. He doesn't keep these windows open. Hold on. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be rainy today, so I'm gonna have to wear some workout stuff to work, and then change when I get there because I'm gonna be riding the bike in the rain today. But thankfully, it's straight up only a 15-minute ride, so that's pretty nice. Just over 15 minutes to bike over there. But I don't have one of those little shields on my back tire, so I'm gonna get spit with like all the moisture I go through. And it's supposed to start raining like an hour before I'm supposed to go to work. So yeah, it'll be fun. But it's gonna be like 50, so I'm stoked about that. That's for sure. Jessica, Maddie would be so proud of you. I know we talked about picklebutt. To know we talked about picklebutt recovery. Yeah, I'm sure he'll watch this live again. And oh, look at that! You see that? Do you guys see the little speck on under my eyeballs? Like do 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 do. Okay, maybe if not, that was just weird. Brandy, you made it an hour. Yay, I knew you could do it. Yeah, honestly, I could see how he can almost sit here for like 2 hours and do this. It's fun, that's for sure. It's very releasing and good way to start off my day, honestly. So I was awake 10 minutes before coming into this live, and I've been able to spend my whole morning with you guys, and it's been a blessing, and I'm so happy that I've been able to be here. And who knows? Who knows? Maybe after this week, I might have to start the random tidbits with Caitlin, and but we'll see what happens. Give out a few more shout outs, and I'm gonna be out of here. Curtis, my friend, I can't wait to see you in July. It's gonna be awesome. He says, right now I'm just trying to figure out how to get out of this autopilot state. Well, one of the best ways to do that is literally just stand up and shake it. Like just get weird and shake it, or just sit down and shake it, and just do something that you wouldn't normally do to just break it. I'm sure that was all great. You had to see me in all my fluff. Oh man, but yeah, it's autopilot's not always a bad thing if you're still getting stuff done or you're still doing something throughout your day and it's not in a negative in a negative setting. Autopilot's not always a bad thing. It's okay just to be on autopilot every once in a while. So give yourself some grace, Curtis, and maybe practice some self-love, or maybe sit down and journal and try and kind of work through why you're feeling like you're on autopilot. And a big part of changing anything is acknowledging why it's happening. So even if you could just sit down and talk out loud to yourself and be like, okay, why do I feel like I'm on autopilot, and explain to yourself, and then recognizing that can begin to change it. Stacy, I feel like that name hasn't been here this whole time, but it says, I can give you a ride. Well, I appreciate that, but I like riding my bike. It's kind of nice. Do I know you, Stacy? Do we work together? Do you live here? Hi. Brittany, I just told me you are watching Your own live. Wait, it just told me you are watching your own. I am watching my own live. Because I didn't know if the comments were going to work up here or whatnot. And I totally gave myself a heart and a care emoji earlier. I was like, boop, 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 because it doesn't just help me. It helps the point of change, you guys. That's why we're here. Because of Matt Jablonski and the point of change. And I'm just hanging out with you so you don't miss your daily dose of just tomfoolery. In bits and tidbits of knowledge. And I believe it is time for me to go and get out of here. It's time for you guys to all go and get out of here. Have wonderful days and spread love and joy, even if it's just to yourself. Okay? Curtis, here I am coming back to read more comments. Curtis, I know like it's going to be a reunion. I can't wait. It's been a while for sure, man. It's going to be awesome for us to see each other because I haven't seen you since back in the days when we were square rats. Maybe we'll delve into that topic more tomorrow. Stacy, I live in Whitewater. Oh, right on. Right on. Why have we not gotten together for a lunch or something? Oh well, I really appreciate that you're here for me and Matt. If we ever need anything, that's awesome. If it was gonna be like super cold and raining, I would totally take you up on that. But yeah, it feels good. It feels good to ride the bike and get out there on a warm day. That's for sure. All right, that's it. Last comment right here, Jessica Chandler, and you haven't got kicked out of the live? No, I think that's because I reacted once or twice. I think because the other times when I got booted, I hadn't touched anything over here at all, like no comments, no reactions, and I think that's why it booted me because it's like, all right, you're not even enjoying this. We're just gonna take it away from you. But I was enjoying it, so I think that's why it booted me. So. All right, you guys. Anyone that caught this on the replay and you made it this far, you're a rock star. And have a blessed day. And I love you all. Until next time, stay happy and stay healthy and stay clean.